Hey, what is up YouTube? Today we have another trapdoor video with Godfrey, and I am doing a portcullis fix. I've already done one of these, but the fix was just a little bit too bright, so I turned my gamma down, and we're going to see about doing this all again. So here is our portcullis. It's not quite finished as far as the hiding goes, but here we go. I'll just show you that it is indeed a working portcullis. There you go. It goes up, and it goes down. And it locks. There you go. So there's your portcullis. Pick a space that you're going to want to do this. I'm just going to do another one sideways right here, and we will quickly make ourselves a workspace. Sorry guys, bear with me. Sorry if I sound a little bit funny, I'm just getting over a bit of a sickness here. 'Tis the season, right? Alright, so we've got our roughly 20 space long here by 6 deep, which is exactly what we're going to need. So I'm going to use this flat grass and stone space here. So for the sake of this being on the inside of my castle, I want to start on the bottom left-hand side of my space. So we will just do... hold on a second here. Okay, so bottom left-hand side of my space, we'll just pretend this is my space, and I'm going to start... right here. So one block in from wherever you decide to start, and then we're going to need redstone, torches, or repeaters, what else do we need here? A sticky piston, a regular piston, a block of choice. I'm going to be using mossy stone, and then we will be needing a button, a lever, and sand, but for the time being we can just ignore all that. So I'm just going to try and get everything all in my inventory at once here. I don't need stone. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to build this all out of mossy stone, guys. Bear with me here. So put a block down one space out from wherever you want to start with dust on top. On the right-hand side of this block, we're going to come over and put a torch like that with a repeater coming out of the torch. You're going to dig down one space and put a regular piston, has to be a regular piston, and a block of sand. What's going to happen now is we're going to put a piece of dust down to the right of the block of sand when you're at, or to the left of the sand block, sorry. Right if you're facing your circuit. And then stick a repeater facing back into your block. This is what is called a monostable circuit. We're going to set this to a 3-tick delay, 2 clicks on the repeater. And then we're going to stick a lever preemptively on the side of this. Don't worry about the lever for now. We'll get to that. So you're going to put a piece of dust out for however long you want this gate to be. I'm just going to go until my gate no longer works, right there. And then we're going to, oops, not dust again. We're going to use a repeater for all of this. So one for every piece of dust. There you go. Just like that. And then in front of every repeater, you're going to put a block down. Any block, doesn't matter. And then put a torch on top of every block. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Okay, and then on top of every block, we're going to put or on top of every torch, we're going to put a floor block. This will be the block that you can actually see. So whatever your floor block is, that's what you're going to use. Like I said, guys, I'm going to use mossy stone, just like in my other example over there. Behind each set of off torches, you're going to put pistons, but first we're going to flip off our lever so our torches all come on. What this is going to do is allow us to come behind here and stick a row of sticky pistons that extend, and then because they're powering the blocks above, these next sticky pistons will also extend. So I know my videos are going to be a little bit longer than most people's, guys, and there's a reason for that. I don't just do the redstone tutorial, I also explain why the redstone works the way it does. So I don't want anybody to be in the same position I was when I first started Minecraft with absolutely no knowledge as to how redstone worked. I had to figure all of this stuff out. I had to figure out why repeaters will change the circuit of an inverter. Sorry guys, pardon me, like I said, a bit sick. So this is an inverter. You don't need the lever, but a block with a torch and a power source on it is an inverter. So this inverter is a power source until we power the dust, at which point the inverter turns off, turning off all of our dust, all of our repeaters, and turning on our torches that now no longer have a conflicting power source. As soon as these have a conflicting power source, you're going to see them fall, because the torches on the blocks are no longer active, which means these blocks here are no longer active. So moving on top of our sticky pistons, you're going to put a row of blocks. Hold on, there's something wrong with my pistons. Something's double cycling. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, so let's just try this one more time. Okay, that's weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, so placing down our blocks on top, floor block, because again, this will be level with our floor, should be. And flick our lever here, and it falls down to proper state, and then it extends again, and then it falls back down to its proper state. There we go. So the only thing you had to do is put the blocks down. What you're going to want to do is come down to your far side here and make a T shape with your floor block, so just like that, and carry it all the way across. Now what I didn't tell you before, what I'm going to tell you now, is your floor will extend over top of your monostable circuit, just like that, and then build up 2 blocks over top of your monostable circuit over the floor, just like so. So 3 high technically, since you didn't have this block here. On the second block in, we're going to stick a mossy stone, and a mossy stone in this V shape right here, and we're going to put a button right here, on both walls. So these are going to be the output buttons, which this means is we do that, and then that gives those power. Excellent. So first step first is we're going to wire this all together. So you're going to put a block to the side of your your sand, just like that, down and to the right from your V, and then another block out, and on top of both of those blocks you're going to put a repeater facing your circuit with a... Sorry guys, I got notes on this. I had to do the same thing last time. Just bear with me here. Okay. That is my hidden staircase, which is still in progress. Bottom of the V, add in a sticky piston facing downwards. Okay, that's the lockout switch. I don't need that just yet. I just need to find out on the T-shape closest to the wiring, floor block and lockout, 2 blocks out, starting 1 down and over to the right towards block number 1. Repeaters on each block with a 4-tick delay. Okay, so that is a full delay, 4-tick delay, whatever you want to call it. 3 clicks in the repeater, guys. 3 clicks. Should have this fully open look here, and then you're going to do 1 block. Yeah, I know my block is glitching out. That's okay. There you go. So the only thing you can't do is put a block above this, because the repeater tries to power the block, then powering the sand, which negates the power to the piston, but it's being powered by the repeater. So you can't do that. That'll be a finagling mess like you just saw. So you should have something looking like this sideways Y, and then this V shape here. At which point, the only thing we really have left to do, I'm going to put away my sand at the moment to grab iron bars, is to build up our wall, build the top, and link it all together. So, oh, and the lockout switch, but we will get to that, people. So just toss 3 rows of fence, iron bars, whatever you want to do. You can use any type of fence, it really doesn't matter, any type of bar. Actually, I think there's only iron bars. But any type, and you just carry that along for 3 whole rows, and on top of that, you're going to put a floor block on every single one of these. And there you go, just like that, and we're done with that. So with this top section here, what we're going to do is, you can delete that because it's going to confuse you in a second. We're going to move it all up 2 spaces. So we're going to extend this to its highest point, just like we did right there. And now we're going to just quickly add up on all of this, except for that 1 block that I didn't delete. Actually, it'll be that block. But anyways, so we've got our wiring, this has all been pushed up, and now from the top, we're gonna go 3 blocks up, delete these bottom 2, and then just stick a double downwards piston for every block that you guys have. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry guys, if I could fast forward this, I definitely would for you, but unfortunately I am limited just to my cell phone, so there's no way I can fast forward a YouTube video that I'm filming. And here we go. So that is my complete, as of the moment, piston setup. What I need to do is, along the top set of pistons here, we're going to put a piece of mossy stone. Whoops. Just like that. And run it all the way across on the level with our top pistons, and then we're going to do one level with where our ceiling block is on top of our iron bars. And extend them both out one block, just like I've did. This one will connect to your wall block. So what we're going to do is just in front of every piston, hold on guys, I'll switch back to daylight. There we go. This is looking fairly good, not too bright. All right. Sorry guys, I'm just making sure that this video doesn't end up like my last one. It looks like the gamma settings are fairly good. So we're just going to continue out here along all of our pistons. I'm doing a full extension gate. You guys can do this any number of spaces. You can do it 1, you could do it 5. It really doesn't make a difference. Whoops, don't go that far. At the end of these, we're going to face a repeater facing inwards and with a no-tick delay, so just don't touch those. Next things next is we are going to stick in a lockout switch quickly. So can't put a block there, redstone will stop you. If you put a block there, it interrupts the redstone. So what we want to do is put a block here with a sticky piston above it. So what this is, guys, is this is our lockout switch. Sorry, I didn't really explain any of that. To the right of your piston, you're going to put in a block with dust on top of it. That's going to connect to your switch. And then to below the piston, you're going to stick a block there so that this happens when you click your lever. The piston will extend, and then absolutely nothing will happen when you come over here and click your button. So then we're just going to unlock that and continue on with our build. So I have the top, I have the bottom, I have the lockout. The only thing left to do is to wire it together. Tons of fun. So coming back to this V shape here that we built originally, coming out to the left-hand side instead of the right, you're going to come out one block, delete this middle block, come out one block, whoops, come out one block, up one block. Oh shoot, hold on guys. I have to reset my pistons, I think. So if at any point you do what I did and you place a block in the wrong point and your pistons extend like this, before, just delete your floor block to get it out of the way, and then see if your button will fix it first. Yeah, so I've got, hold on, let's see if this is actually, yeah, my pistons definitely need to be reset right now. So we're just going to delete all of these pistons. I know it's annoying, but sorry guys. Just delete all your pistons. There's a pig trying to get to my portcullis. And just continue on all the way down the line, resetting your pistons. And then one more time. Those should have extended. I'm not 100% sure why they didn't. Is my lever off? Shouldn't be. So redstone is very important in the timing and placement of these. So what you guys are seeing me do right here, I have to do in order to reset my circuit. So now that my pistons have fully extended and everything else, just like they're supposed to, they're now flush with my bars. I should be able to go turn off my lever. And this should function fully again, which there we go. Okay, so that's all you have to do to reset that part. And then anyways, coming back to our V shape. So we've made our X and then we built out up in one block. We can delete that block, which is what I was trying to do. And then you're going to come down to the right of this block that we just placed to make this little cross with a bulge coming out of it. In this little gap here, we're going to stick a repeater with a no-tick delay, I believe. Hold on, I'll just make sure of that. 4-tick delay, doo-boo-boo-doo. bottom of the V, go to the backside, dust on each row of blocks, back to the V shape, make an X with a 1 tick delay. Yep, so just a 1 tick, no clicks on the repeater here. Sorry about that, guys, just wanted to make sure accuracy is here for you. So once we have this piece of dust, you're going to want to put you're going to want to put a sticky piston level with the repeater, just like that. And then you're going to put a block of choice up on top of it to hide the repeater. Again, you're going to come down to the right, but we're going to put a repeater coming out this way. Let me just make sure this one doesn't have a tick delay. Sticky piston beside to the right, block of choice on, go to the right, with a repeater beside the piston. Yep, nothing about a delay or anything. So this one, however, is going to have a bit of a difference. Whoops. You break it, that's the difference, surprise. So you place this down, and then we're going to come down here, we're going to place another sticky piston upwards, and with a block on top, any block, and then we're going to get back to our sand here. We need the sand so it falls back down. So there you go, that is your double sand block, and then from the top sand block going away from your wiring, so out away from your wiring, you're going to put a piece of dust on top and a lever on the side, and we're going to flick that on forever. Sorry guys, pardon me, it's just that sickness is killing me here. Alright, so then you're going to do one more block beside the lever. It could be anywhere. I just prefer to put it towards the inside of the wiring to make this as compact as possible. So we're going to put a repeater here with a no tick delay and with a block up in front to the front of it. So just like that. This is the fix that I actually had to implement, guys. You cannot just simply build upwards along the side here with your piston. For some reason, when you build up right here, it just locks out the entire system. So what we're going to do is you're going to put away your sand and grab yourself any staircase. I'm going to use stone. There we go. And just avoid the piston. So what you're going to do is come out by 3 blocks. Whoops. Out by 3 blocks. Delete your bottom 2. And put an upside down staircase on the bottom of the 3rd block. And then you're going to build up. And you're going to build the same thing, but you're going to do it over. So just do that, and then that. Okay, yeah. This is the initial redstone block source, so... Hold on, I just want to make sure that I actually have to put that piece of dust there. Add another sticky piston with a block on top and 2 sand/gravel on top of that. From your top sand block going away from your gate, put a lever off towards the wiring inside. Flip lever, done that. Next to the lever and sand, add a block with a 1 tick repeater with the block up and to the left with dust. Okay. So this is what is going to connect your whole thing. Sorry, guys. So in front of the repeater, put a piece of dust there, and then start building your staircase. So nice and easy here. We're just going to make this really simple. Instead of, I'm actually going to delete this dust here. That's why I didn't have it placed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There we go. So now you see we've got something that looks just like this, and this is connected to that bottom one, and now we can put our dust there. So what we're going to do here is just going to connect the final piece here to our first repeater. And there you go, that has now been successfully wired. Easiest way to carry it on out from here is to just come over 1, up 1, so build your 3 up, delete your bottom 2, and put a staircase underneath, and then add that in there, do the same thing. Whoops, that's why it's not going to work. Come out this way, just to wrap around your circuit. Sorry guys, I'm still really teaching myself these portcullis. They're a very complex build, and the wiring I've pretty much done differently every single time. So that should fix our wiring issue, and we'll just quickly see this here. So it looks like everything's wired up nicely, and we will test this right now, because that is the only way you're ever going to know if it actually works. And what do you know, guys, we have a full piston double extension for a closed gate, and we should have an open gate, which we saw earlier. Voila, you now have yourself a working piston. A working piston. Yeah, that's what you've got. You've got a working piston. This whole thing is a piston. You've got yourself a working portcullis. There we go. So it locks. You could... Sorry, guys. So locks from both sides. Open. You can use it from both sides. And there you have it. That is the easiest way that I have found to date to make a portcullis. It is a lot of wiring, I'll admit, and the easiest way to hide all of this is just go one block out from your furthest point of redstone, which is right here, one block out, and then just make yourself a nice sized tower. There's just a random piece of redstone there, I'm not really sure why. So if you wanted to avoid this, just make sure, just come out one more. And then this isn't even floor block, guys. The one above it is floor block. So if you wanted to, say, hide your floor block, you've got that exactly just like this. There you go. And your floor covers up the one side. Make a tower, just like you're seeing me do here. Hold on. Set day. There we go. And so you just make yourself a nice little tower here. A lot of people have concerns about this block. I know I said you can't block off the sand block, but you can do that. And the reason is there is absolutely no redstone anywhere near this block. Well, there is near it, the block, but not going through the block. The redstone is in and inside this sand block and piston and continues through there and up through the tower. So this is a completely acceptable place to put that, and this wouldn't power that torch because technically you'd have to put a block directly on top of it. So there you guys go. I'm just doing a bit of cleanup because last time my video cut out before the actual fix got to be in the video. So you're just seeing me do what I'm assuming you guys will be doing anyways. So there you go. You've got like a bit of a nicer floor. Hiding the pistons is nice and simple. If you don't want to use this as your ceiling block, you can use a nice staircase pattern. So what that means is just add blocks in a one rising fashion going outwards. Oh, scheisse. Perfect, okay. Whoops. So like I said, nice staircase pattern. So you've got your one over, one up, one over, one up, and it will adequately hide your pistons as well as the extension of the piston as well as the everything that you would possibly see. So all I'm doing here is just making, like I said, a nice spiral staircase, or not a spiral, a nice staircase shaped design, just to make it look a little bit more aesthetic and a little bit more functional. So there you go, there's your nice staircase design right there. There you are, guys. So just if you don't want to do the traditional straight up and down gate, you want something a little bit more, you know, fancy. I want an archway type thing for your entrance here. There you are. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time when I've figured out how to wire up my trapdoor staircase. Until then, have a good one. I am